Hey everybody, Rob Vino here from Wager Talk, and today we're going to take a look at Saturday's LA Bowl. It's bowl season already, and they come fast and furious. They begin this Saturday, and once again, we're going to go over the LA Bowl, which has a multitude of on-field, off-field factors that look to be providing us a solid play. So we're going to get into that in just a second, but first, I want to go ahead and let everybody be aware of the Wager Talk Bowl Extravaganza special that's going on right now. $99 for the entire bowl season. Every bowl play released. All of my 5% blue chip plays included. Just $99 all the way through the end of bowl season. It's been a great college football season for myself. The last 12 weeks, 3 months running. Got to go way back to mid-September. Number one most profitable handicapper at Wager Talk. We've hit 61.2%. Picked up 58.1 units along the way. That's a plus 17.5 return on investment. It's been a great run for us here this season in college football. And if you want to talk about simply college football totals, 2 years running now, number one at Wager Talk in college football totals. We've made 99.2 units of profit the past two college football seasons with totals. So you'll see plenty of those this college football season, along with the rest of our plays. Once again, Wager Talk's Bowl Extravaganza, $99 for every bowl play I release from opening day until the national championship. Let's get into this game between UCLA and Boise State. It's a bit of a fascinating handicap here. Let's start with head coaching situations. For Boise State, they took the interim tag off of Spencer Danielson, named him the head coach. He was the interim for the last two games this season, and the team responded. They went 2-0. He's a favorite of the players. The players wanted him as head coach. They've got him as head coach. That probably speaks to a highly motivated and focused group here in this particular game. The other side of the coin, UCLA has decided to retain Chip Kelly for one more season, which was not the most popular decision inside the UCLA locker room. There was a certain faction that didn't want Chip Kelly back, and so they've had some players hit the transfer portal. They've had an opt-out here. A couple of really important ones. Obviously, quarterback Dante Moore, the true freshman who started quite a few games this year. He has now, I think, committed to Arkansas, so he's out of this game. And also, their first-team All-American edge rusher, Laiatu Latu, has opted out of this game. 13 sacks go with him. Again, he's first-team All-American. Great pass rusher. UCLA will probably miss him in this game. Any player that has entered the transfer portal for UCLA is banned from playing in this game by Chip Kelly, whether you've committed to another school or not. Because you're always allowed to pull your name out of the portal. But Kelly has told all of the players, if you go into the portal, you're not playing here. So kind of a different situation here where head coaches are concerned. The Bruins also lost their defensive coordinator for this game, the crosstown rival USC. We'll see how that affects them. But let's get into some bigger concerns. How about Boise State's problems at quarterback for this game? They're number one. Earlier I said that Dante Moore committed to Arkansas. It's Taylor Green of Boise that committed already to Arkansas. Moore is still in the portal. But Taylor Green, a guy who actually was maybe you would say the key to the engine that fueled Boise's offense the last 5 games down the stretch here, gone off to Arkansas. Their number 2 quarterback, Maddox Madsen, out of this game with a leg injury. They're down to 2 choices at quarterback, either true freshman C.J. Tiller or walk-on Colt Fulton. Neither one of these guys has thrown a pass this season. So Boise definitely hindered at the quarterback position for this game. UCLA, as I mentioned, Dante Moore is in the portal. It looks like Ethan Garbers is going to be healthy enough to play this game. Chip Kelly had some positive words about his starting this game. It looks like he will. He was injured in the season finale, but it looks like Ethan Garbers will be the go here. If it were to be him, it would be Colin Schlee, ex-Kent State quarterback, or Chase Griffin. But it looks like Garbers is the guy. Remember, he started the season as UCLA's number one quarterback. So we got head coaching issues, we've got defensive coordinator issues, we've got quarterback issues. Let's look at some keys to the game. Can Boise State run the football with any success against this UCLA defense? I think that has to be your number one question, because UCLA's rush defense was number 3 in the nation this season, only allowed 67 rushing yards per game. And Boise State's entire offense down the stretch when it took off was predicated on the running game. Their tandem of running backs, Ashton Jeanty and George Holani, they can be argued as one of the best tandems in the country. And when you threw in the running threat that Taylon Green was before he transferred, they had a 3-pronged weapon in the run game that was destroying opponents. Whether or not they can be the same force without Green, without the quarterback running being a factor in this game, yet to be seen. But again, UCLA is one of the most rugged rush defenses in the country. It'll be difficult for Boise with a quarterback starting that has not thrown a pass, and we'll have to rely on the run game here to run against this UCLA defense. I think, you know what, real quick here, even if you take UCLA's sack yardage out, because they're a real good sack team, if you take their sack yardage out, they still only give up 89 rushing yards per game. So UCLA rush defense, Boise's rush offense, who wins that battle will be key here. Take a real quick look at UCLA's extreme pass rush, 42 sacks on the season. We already talked about the 13 that they will lose for this game. But they couldn't protect their quarterback either. 36 sacks allowed on the season. It's crazy. UCLA had the 5th most quarterback sacks for the season, but yet they almost let their quarterback get tackled behind the line of scrimmage just as many times. Boise State holds advantages in both of these matchups because, as well as UCLA is at getting to the quarterback, Boise does not allow their quarterback to get sacked. Only 12 sacks on the entire season, or 12th in the country, 14 sacks on the entire season for Boise State. And UCLA offensive line hasn't been great at protection. Boise State's pass rush has been almost as good as UCLA's. They recorded 36 sacks this year. So Boise's got some advantages there. I think when you look at this game in the end, I'm not sure that even though Boise State is going to go with a QB that hasn't thrown a single pass this year, I'm not sure UCLA is trustworthy enough in this situation. They got enough of their own problems in this game. And I wouldn't blame anybody for playing Boise, which is the contrarian side here, because the line has gone up to UCLA -4 now. But I think the right way to go here is under 49 points in this game. Both of these offenses are limited. On paper, at least, heading into this game. And both of the defenses appear to be the better units on the field for UCLA. In their last 6 games, 5 of those did not exceed the 49 points required here by the total. So you can see that they played lower scoring games. And for Boise, their defense really took hold back half of the season. In their last 6 games, they held 5 opponents to 20 points or less. To me, defense looks to be the word of the day in this game. Conditions are great, obviously indoors at SoFi, but I think under 49 is the way to go in this one. We'd appreciate anybody hitting that like button for us here. If you like what you're seeing here, subscribe, hit the like button. Helps us with the network, and also we'll continue to provide the best coverage of every sport with bets and analysis that we can. One more time, this is Rob Vino. That's your LA Bulls summary. UCLA, Boise State, under 49.